EDU456.
Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. So, before we proceed to our promotional video, let us introduce ourselves first.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Aisyah Nabila binti Shaufiq Rizani. Student ID 20204986648.
My name is Nurul Afika binti Muhammad Nazir and my student ID is 2020492374.
Hi, my name is Nur Iliyin binti Harizal and my student ID is 2020455096.
Hello, I am Balkis Najla binti Shahanif and in the courseware, you'll know me as Teacher Najla.
Do you want to get to know us better? Then, let's hear their explanation about this courseware. Stay tuned and stay safe.
Let's move on to our elaboration on EDU model.
For the analysis, our type of audience is standard for students. As for the characteristics, our courseware contains animal-related learning materials where students can learn different types of animals. On to the design of our courseware, our learning objectives are being able to know the different types of animals in our courseware. Students will be able to describe animals using adjectives, and students will be able to understand the provided text in our courseware. Next, our instructional strategies are create interactive learning materials, prepare exercises after every subtopic, and using tools such as Canva, PowerPoint, FreePick, and quizzes to create the exercises and illustrations for our courseware.
Let's move on to the next D. It's develop. In our learning resources, we use standard for textbook, authentic internet sources, and also reference books. As for the validation, we have invited our classmates and also our siblings who are still in primary school to try out our courseware. For the pilot test, my groupmates and I have blasted our Google Drive link to access our courseware and also the feedback form on social media platforms. Let's move on to the next element, implement. Preparation. The feedback form obtained will be analyzed thoroughly to make amendments for any imperfections needed. For the engagement, worksheets and also interactive quizzes will be held after every subtopic to measure the students' understanding regarding the courseware and the topic learned.
Regarding the evaluation, we have divided this aspect into 4 small categories. The first one would be formative evaluation. Educators could use Google Form to record the students' marks based on the exercises given to measure their level of understanding. As for summative evaluation, in terms of perception, educators could also use Google Form in order to evaluate and analyze how much this courseware is effective and constructive to the students, especially standard for students.
The next one is summative evaluation for learning, which is by reviewing the marks of the quizzes that have been held to know the amount of knowledge that the students have gained. This is important for us to know whether our courseware content is actually suitable for their understanding. The last one is summative evaluation for performance, which is by evaluating the effectiveness of the courseware by observing the marks of the students that they have gained in the quizzes. For marks, 4 is considered from 0 until 6 marks, intermediate is 7 until 13, and for excellent students are from 14 until 20.
So, what makes our courseware special? Are you ready to know about the advantages of our courseware? If you are, then let's go!
The first advantage that we have for our courseware is we have interesting illustrations that captivate children. For example, we have moving pictures of animals, some animal pictures, videos, and also animation to keep them entertained. The second advantage of this courseware is that this courseware consists of different kinds of forms and educators to keep students enticed to learn. This is important so that the students won't get bored. And in addition, we have 4 different educators that provide different kinds of learning, which is important for them.
The third advantage is our courseware can be self-paced. It already has instructions, content, exercises, and answers for students, guidance, learning, practice, and references. Thus, students can fully understand and absorb the knowledge in this courseware at their own pace.
Our courseware is a way to provide a quick delivery of lessons to the students. Now, if we were to compare our courseware to a traditional classroom setting, where the teachers have to abide by the planning and scheduling, students have no choice but to follow them, in which it may require more than one class time to complete just a topic. But by the help and magic of our courseware, the learners could determine and set their time to finish a topic in a single session of learning. Other than that, our courseware also contributes to the aspect of interactive learning. Since our major focus is on stand-up for students, we have created a lot of gamification, such as quizzes and other fun and challenging exercises in the courseware. This is to help them to boost their critical thinking skills, enhance their imagination, and sharpen their analytical reasoning, aside from attracting their attention and interest to stay focused throughout the courseware.
The final advantage that we have for this courseware is that we accommodate the 3 basic learning styles, which are visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Visual can be implemented in the graphics that we provided in the courseware to support more visual illustrations to the students. Next, auditory is when the whole courseware works through our voiceovers, and lastly, kinesthetic is measured and implemented when we ask them to do activities for their homework and also in the interactive quizzes.
Moving on to the next part, we have conducted a Google form to gain feedbacks in order for us to do more improvements. In this Google form, we have separated it into 4 categories, which are content, organization, application, and presentation. Thanks to the respondents, we have gained a lot of constructive feedbacks and we have adjusted our courseware based on their opinions.
Here is a sneak peek of our courseware, Amazing Animals.
Today, we will learn about amazing animals. We will learn about vocabulary, adjectives, and reading. If this is your first time, choose vocabulary. If you have done this before, you may choose whichever topic you would like to start first.
Starting from the left, we can see a cat, a white cat. C-A-T, cat. What sound does a cat make? Good job, everybody. Let's move on to the next picture. What is it? It's a dog. D-O-G, dog. Do you know what sound does a dog make? What animal do you think is in the yellow box? Yes, you are right. It's monkey. M-O-N-K-E-Y. Monkey.
Do you understand the lesson so far? Let's play a simple game. Fill in the blanks with the correct letter to form the animal's name based on the picture given by clicking on the letter. For example, choose the letter N to form the animal's name, which is snake. If you are ready, click on the purple sandglass to start the game. Fill in the blanks with the correct letter. Congratulations, you got it correct. Click on the purple arrow to answer the next question.
Hi, I am teacher Elaine, and let us now learn how to describe adjectives for various animals. Okay, first we have a horse. The first adjective for the horse is fast. Other than that, a horse is also strong.
Let's do another exercise. Click on the following picture to answer the quiz. Good luck!
Alright, before we start with our reading comprehension, let us first learn dinosaurs' name.
Dino ABC, Dino ABC, sing dinosaurs A to Z. Dino ABC, Dino ABC, come on, sing with me now.
Alright, let us move on to the reading comprehension, which is about dinosaurs. Alright, for the first passage, Gallimimus had a small head, big eyes, a big and a long neck. It looked like an ostrich, but it didn't have wings. It had 2 arms and long tails. Gallimimus was an omnivore. It ate both animals and plants. Let's move on to the second reading comprehension, which is about my favorite animal. Malayan tigers live in forests in Malaysia and parts of Thailand. They are orange with black of stripes. They are smaller than many other tigers, but they are very strong.
The Lion and the Mouse. One day, a mighty lion took a nap in the jungle. As the mighty lion slept, some mice were on their way home. But as the last mouse skittered in front of the sleeping lion, the lion woke up. The end.
Sadly, it's the end of our promotion video. I would like to say thank you for all of you who spent your time in watching our promotion video until the end. You can scan the QR code here to access our Google Drive link to our courseware, or you can scan the QR code here for the feedback form. Thank you! Bye!
It looks like we have to say goodbye now. But we do hope to meet you guys in the courseware. See you soon!
EDU456.